Hello, everyone, and good morning. Today is Sunday, July 20th, 2025, at 08:53. And yes, today I am running on my hotspot today. I am running on my hotspot, so I am able to do this video. So, today's Day 1 Outlook, we have 3 areas of slight risks today. We have one for parts of South Dakota and parts of North Dakota. We have one slight risk that is for parts of Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. And we have this one over here that is for parts of Pennsylvania, parts of northern New Jersey, parts of New York State, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, and a little bit of Maine. So we do have those areas under a slight risk. A marginal risk, we've got areas of parts of Colorado, Kansas, parts of Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, going over into Montana, over into Minnesota and Iowa, having a marginal risk. We have this marginal risk over here that encompasses just a small part of Kansas, but parts of Missouri, going into parts of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, parts of West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and back into Kentucky. And then we do have another marginal risk here that is for parts of New Jersey, parts of New York State, parts of Pennsylvania, parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So we do have those areas under a marginal risk. So we do have a couple areas here that are under a marginal risk. So we have New York, Indianapolis, Boston, Cincinnati, and Newark under the slight, and Philadelphia, Columbus, Kansas City, St. Louis, and Greensboro under the marginal. So let's go ahead and deep dive and see who has what risk today. So today we have a 2% tornado risk for parts of North Dakota and South Dakota. We have this 2% over here that is for parts of Missouri, parts of Illinois, Indiana, a little bit of Kentucky, and Ohio. And we do also have a 2% up here for parts of New York State, Massachusetts, Connecticut, parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So there you have it. Actually, I don't think Connecticut really has it that much. No, it's really Massachusetts. So pardon me. But anyway, here's our tornado threat for today. So we have Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Worcester, Dayton, and Springfield under the 2% tornado risk. So we could see we could see a brief tornado of at least an EF0. Can't rule out anything more than that. Going into the damaging wind risk, we've got a 15% that is for parts of North Dakota and South Dakota. We also have a 15% for parts of Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, parts of Kentucky and West Virginia, and a teeny tiny bit of Virginia. And we do also have this 15% up here. That's for parts of New Jersey, parts of Pennsylvania, New York State, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So we do a little bit of Maine. So we do also have 15%. And then we also have 5% that expands from Colorado through Kansas, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, going into Montana, a teeny bit of Wyoming, and parts of Minnesota and Iowa. We also have this 5% that extends from Kansas through Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, parts of West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Kentucky. And we do also have the 5% that extends from parts of New Jersey through Pennsylvania, New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are areas that we do have a wind risk. So we do have New York, Indianapolis, Boston, Cincinnati, and Newark under the 15%, and Philadelphia, Columbus, Kansas City, St. Louis, and Greensboro under the 5%. So for the 15% areas, we could see 60 to 75 mile per hour wind gusts possible. And for the 5%, we could see 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts possible. So please be mindful, that could be possible depending on where you are. Going into the hail risk for today, we've got a 15% that is for parts of North Dakota and South Dakota. And we do also have a 5% extending from Colorado through Kansas, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, a little bit of Montana and Wyoming, also for parts of Minnesota and Iowa. We also have a 5% up here that is for parts of Connecticut, a little bit of Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So we do have those areas under a 5% as well. So some of our cities that might see some severe weather include Bismarck, Aberdeen, Mandan, Jamestown, and Pierre under the 15%, and Boston, Worcester, Springfield, Sioux Falls, and Bridgeport under the 5%. So we could see, for the 15% area, we could see 1 to 3 inch diameter hail possible. There went the reset. And for the 5%, we could just see 1 to 2 inch diameter hail. So, but please be mindful that depending on where you are, you may see that size of hail possible. So, for our summary for today, it says strong to severe storms appear most likely later today into this evening across parts of the Northeast, Midwest, and Ohio Valley and Northern Plains. So there you have it. I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe. There's today's hail risk. There's today's wind risk. There's today's tornado risk. And there's today's day one outlook. So I do really hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe for me for me today. I really do hope that you stay weather aware and stay safe. Make sure you heed all watches and warnings. And I hope to see you tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be able to make the day 2 outlook video, but maybe I might be able to. It might just be a little bit later. Thank you, News 8. I really do appreciate that. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. And we'll see. If I have time to make the day 2 outlook, I will. If I don't, I will have Johnny Thunder, EAS, and Weather fill in for me. But anyway, in the meantime, stay weather aware, stay safe, and take care.